Hi, welcome to an Autocad 2023 video tutorial. This time it's a Userwish, a joint, and I think it's a pretty nice exercise for the shell command and the press pull command. Let's take a look at the drawing, and you could make a screenshot of that drawing and follow that exercise step by step. So here is the drawing. And as I've already told you, you could make a screenshot and then follow this exercise step by step along my video. So let's have fun with AutoCAD. Okay, let's go for the top plane, and I want to use some points. So it's easier to draw. So go for the points. One should be at 50 colon 0. Another one should be at 0 colon 50 up here, and another one should be at 50 colon 100. Now I want to draw a polyline which should start at 0 0, should go up to this node here. So go for that one here. Then it should go up 20. Then it should go back 30. Then up 60. Then over here. And that would be 45. Then it should go up. Let's try 20. Go over here and snap and close. So I've got a polyline, and now I can make an extrude. So go for extrude, select that polyline, right click, enter, and make it. I want it to be symmetric somehow, so I want to go for, that would be, it's 55 altogether, so I have to go for 27.5 millimeter. And then I want to use the push pull command or press pull command. I could also mirror it. I want to use the press pull command, which is also here. Select, let's take a look, this surface and press pull in that direction. But first I have to isolate that one here. So select it and go for isolate. Otherwise I will sort of press pull the wrong contour. So now go for press pull. Select that face here in that direction, and that should be 27.5 as well, like this. Okay. So in order to proceed, I want to split that solid into two solids. So I go for slice. I select that here, right click, and I need the midpoint of that edge. Then I could go for the midpoint of this edge, and then I could go for the last and third point, midpoint here, which defines a slicing plane. And now I want to keep both sides, so right click and go for both sides. Here, keep both sides, which gives me two solids. Then I can isolate this one, additional, that one here, and right click. Now maybe I can go for X-ray. I want to make a shell with 6 millimeter. So that's the solid. I want to remove this face, yes, that face, yes, this one. Right click, enter, go for 6 millimeter, and okay. Now that's 6 millimeter. It has to be altogether 5 millimeter. So I want to press pull those two sides by 1 millimeter. So go for press pull. Select this surface here, make it 1 millimeter in this direction, so it's 7. Same here in that direction, so again it's 7. And this one here should go 9 millimeter. That's okay. Now I need another shell, again 6 millimeter, which will leave 6 minus 6 millimeter, and that will be 7 minus 6, that will be 1 millimeter, and then I have to press pull again. So go for press pull. No, not press pull, but another shell. So another shell with that object here, and I want to remove this surface here. That surface looks okay, and this one here. Enter, go for 6 millimeters and exit. So this should be 6 millimeter, so that's 1 millimeter here, and I need to press pull that in this direction, so I get 2 millimeter. So let's go for press pull this surface here, yes, but in that direction, and that need to be 1 millimeter. Then select this surface here in this direction, again 1 millimeter, and now again this surface here has to go in this direction, again 9 millimeter. This looks pretty good, and escape that command. Let's end that isolation and isolate this solid here. So isolate objects, I want to isolate this one here. That's solid, right click, and its other one is hidden. And now I have to use another shell command. Okay, a shell. So this should be shelled. This surface or face should be removed. That one, this one, and of course that one here. Yeah, looks legit. So confirm and go for 6 millimeter. Enter, enter. Yeah, that looks okay. And now I have to press pull. That's 6 millimeter, and it should go up to 50 millimeters. So I have to add 9 millimeters on those two faces. So go for press pull. Select this one here, 6 millimeter in that, not 6 but 9 millimeter in this direction, and then select this one, again 9 millimeter in that direction. Looks okay. Enter. Now for another shell, that's the solid, and I want to remove this face here, that face, this one, and that one. Confirm, go for 6 millimeter, and enter, enter. Now this here has to be 2 millimeters deep. So right now I'm sitting at 6 millimeters here. So from here to that it's 15, minus 2 will be 13, minus 6 will be 7. So let's press pull this surface here in that direction by 7. Then this one here in that direction by 7. Yes, let's end that isolation and see if that looks okay. Yeah, this looks okay. And now I can unite those two solids. So go for a union, select this one, select that one, and enter. Great. Next I will need cylinders, or yes, I can go for the cylinders. I could of course make first another extrude with this one, 2.5 in that direction, press pull 2.5 in this direction. Maybe put that solid onto a decent layer, maybe on that solid plus layer. Now I want to add another extrude, so go for an extrude, select that polyline here, right click, enter and make it in this direction 2.5. Then go for the press pull, select this surface here, that one, in this direction 2.5, which gives me an overall thickness of 5 mm, and escape. And I will need sort of a similar profile like this. So let's go for an isolate just that polyline, right click. So let's go for a polyline. I can draw a new polyline, or I just could trim it. Let's see. So let's go for the midpoint here to the midpoint over there. That would be this one here. And now I could trim. Let's take a look from the top. And the quick trim might not work, so you have to go maybe for, see, doesn't work. So you have to go for the right click mode standard. It's already on standard, that's interesting. So select first the objects you want to use for trimming, right click, and now I should be able to remove these here. Okay, and I can of course erase those, right click, and that's okay. Enter. This should be a polyline, so let's just join it. Join, enter those two, enter, and this will be a polyline. And I want to make another extrude, and this should be 7 in this direction and press pull in the other direction. So go for an extrude, make this here the first solid, 7 mm, then go for the press pull, select this face in this direction, again 7 mm, which gives me 40 mm thickness altogether. And let's end that isolation. Yes, that looks okay. And now I could again go for a union. So go for a union, select this as the touch, and then that would be the tool, right click. Okay. Didn't work. Why? No, let's try once more. This one and that one. I should have taken all of them, right click. Now it's okay. Next I will need cylinders. So I want to hide that solid, so go here, go for hide objects. I want to hide that solid here, right click, and now go for the cylinders. And therefore I have to rotate my axis system. One would be on the YZ plane, and 2 would be sort of that XZ direction. So hopefully I've done here. Yeah, I've done. So I want to go for the ZX view. Is that correct? It's perspective. I want to have to be parallel. Does this look okay? So that would be this direction. So I could go for cylinder and select that node here. that node here, and the diameter or the radius should be diameter is 55, so it's 27.5. Enter, and of course it should go in that direction, 20 millimeters, like that. Then I need to rotate. Let's go for the YZ view. Is that okay? No, something's wrong with my template. Let's go here, make it parallel. I have to redo that, and that's not correct. I want it to be in this direction. So let's rotate it. Just rotate it, select it, go for that rotation around the y-axis. 90 degrees is default, so just confirm. And then I can do another cylinder right on this point. So go for cylinder, control right click, go for the node, select that node, and again it should be 27.5 in radius, and the distance should be 20. Let's bring back the solid. Yeah, looks good. And I can do another one at the top here at that node. So go for another cylinder, select that node up here, that node here, this one. And here the radius would be 15. And in that direction it should go for 20 millimeters. Yes, that looks okay. Let's make a union. So that's first part, second solid, third solid, and the fourth one. This one, right click, and this really looks nice. Yeah. Now I could go for the holes and then for the fillets, but rounds, let's make some of those rounds first. Okay, let's switch to solid and go for fillet edge. And the first radius I want to do is 10 millimeter. And that would be on this edge here. This one and that one. Enter, preview, repeat. Next one would be 15. So go for a radius of 15. On this edge here and that edge. Enter, enter. Next, I want to go for 20 millimeter. So repeat that command. Go for a radius of 20. And select this one here. That one. This one. That one. This one. And that, no, this one. Enter, enter. Looks great. Now I could go for the holes. Yes, let's go for the holes. And I want to use cylinders for those holes. So this one is already there, so let's go for another cylinder and snap onto the node, this node here. Okay, and in this case that radius should be 22.5. 22.5, and you could make it 20 or even a little bit more, so it's easier to select. Maybe 25. Then another one at this node, so with another cylinder. Again, select the node here. Radius in this case should be 5, and the length again make it maybe 25, so it's easier to see and to select. And then I need another one here, so I have to rotate that axis system again around the y-axis here by 90 degrees. That should do. Let's go for another cylinder. Select again that node here, and that one would be 22.5, and again in that direction maybe 25. Now I can make a subtraction, so that's the target here, this one. Right click, and I want to remove this one, that one, and this one, of course, and enter. Nice. Again, I will need chamfers up there, here, and those chamfers should be 15 by 10. Yeah. Okay, so let's go for the chamfers. And it's hard to tell which distance is which one, so there's a 50-50 chance that I do it right the first time. So let's select that one here, go for a distance, and the first distance might be 10. That looks okay, and then the second one could be 15. Let's see. Yeah, this looks okay, and confirm this. Yes. Now on the other side, I think maybe it's the other way around this time. So select this one, go for a distance, make it 15 first. Let's see. No, it's again the other way around. So let's undo that. Go for chamfer edge, select this one here, go for a distance of 10. Did it work? And then for a distance of 15. So looks legit. Great. Now the rest are just fillets or rounds, and I will leave that up to you. Those fillets are between 0.5 millimeter and 2 or 3 millimeter, and I will start the recording after I've done all those fillets. And of course I've missed something. I have to make an extrude and subtract that here because there's a gap here. So let's go for another extrude. Select this polyline here. Okay, right click, enter, make it 1 millimeter in this direction, and then press pull and make it 1 millimeter in this direction. Okay, and I want to subtract this from my solid, so go for subtract. That's the target, right click, and that's the tool, right click, and that's okay. I could hide the sketches layer. Yeah, and now I can go for those fillets, and I will start recording after I've done all those fillets. Okay, so I've done all those fillets and I'm done. So I hope it was helpful. Hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a like and leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like and leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would really help. You could follow me also on GrabCAD, Facebook, Twitter, and many more. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one. Bye bye.